Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Bins Thrift Haul video. I have a pretty full table today. It looks fuller than most. It is. It is full, but um, and then I also have I had to put something over here. But this big guy isn't really part of it. He was bought separately, but he is included in what normally costs about $50. So I thought I'd show him off. I thought he'd look great in the pic, and he does. Um, in the start or whatever as a backdrop, and I do like the way it looks. Like normal, I'll get started with thanks for watching, and I'm trying to remember to say subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I always find different things, so different sorts of things, at least one or two in and amongst the things that I always find, which I feel very fortunate to find in the first place, just the bread and butter stuff. But there's always a little something, it seems like, whenever I get a full cart. And this is one of those videos where there's quite a bit of money here. This one I think is probably a 50 into 300, three or $400 if everything goes well. And at least 50 into 300 conservatively, I'd say. But there's a wide variety in this one. A couple things I haven't found before or haven't shown in videos yet. Maybe I found them in the past, like a long time ago. Found it again. And then a couple of things that I've never seen before. So with that said, I'll get started. I'm going to set a couple things aside and just do the clothing real quick while I have the camera up here. Found a shirt. I don't know anything about this shirt except for it's got Batman on it. I don't know what version of Batman that is. I just think it looks cool. Seems to be new with tags. I thought, I might wear that shirt. If I look it up and it's worth money, I will not wear it. I will sell it. But I like it, so I bought it because it's practically free. This is a Celebrex, which is a pharmaceutical, I guess. And some people collect pharmaceutical type promotional type items. It's a thing on eBay. I think I'd like to get $20 for it if I can. This is a little pair of Rock Revival jeans. Very small. I think I'd like to get between $10 and $20 if I can for that. Like I've said on past videos, I will start probably 30 and hope for someone to offer me $10 or $20. This is a brand that's pretty hot right now, being like Y2K. Pretty good with the kids. It's Echo Unlimited. Got the little rhino there. Echo Unlimited tag on the inside to show that you're wearing the cool clothing or whatever. It's a decent size. It's pretty darn clean. I expect to get about $30 for it. Next is a mystery t-shirt. I'm not sure exactly how much money I'll make for it, but the subject matter is a interesting subject matter. That picture pops up as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which I think there's a chance this is like a maybe a school where they did the play or something. I didn't look it up even yet, but I'm going to look it up. But there's this subject matter, Mary Shelley Frankenstein. There's t-shirts that are going for $100 with this subject matter on it, and I don't know what this means. So this is a mystery. This I don't even have factored into what profit I might make, because when I don't know for sure, I don't put it in the value of stuff. So this could be like a surprise that is a very pleasant surprise. But I figure at the very least, I think it's because of the subject matter, it's at least a $20 t-shirt. This one I found in the bin. Everyone had already gone through the bin. No one wanted it. It's a San Diego tourist tee. San Diego, I think, on the very bottom there, and it's this duck. You see it all over the place, this duck. They just used this duck and then they put Florida under there or wherever. the place is as being a, you know, a funny picture to be a tourist t-shirt of some sort. Then I got a little pair of like regular old modern Carhartt double knees, but they're still probably 20 bucks. So in terms of like having spent $50, I think what's there already covers the cost of everything. So by now, once everything, all that stuff sells, we're already in the profit area. I'll just go through a couple more pieces of clothing. This is just a flannel shirt, permapress, Sears, vintage flannel. We might be past whether this is a good thing to pick up or not, but I pick it up anyways, because if it's shorts in the winter or warm in the summer, I'll pick it up and then just pop it in a bin, store it until it's the right time to sell it for the most amount of money I can get for it. That is it on clothing, so I'll bring the camera down here now and show you a little closer some of this other stuff, which is pretty good stuff. I'll just get these two hats out of the way, 2 or 3 I think I have here. I got an Adidas, nice color, got a Nautica, clean, decent strap back, I want to say. Yep, strap back. And then I got this Grand Prix Monaco one, which I think is pretty interesting. I believe it's a strap back, yep. And it's got embroidery on the back. Stuff like this seems to do really well for me. Formula One stuff with the Netflix show, which I love and watch. Formula One, I think, is like kind of in the mainstream, so it's doing really well in terms of this. I just sold a hat, like, I don't know, last week, and it was just like literally the same thing. I might have shown it in a video. It was just a green, I think Aston Martin or something hat, and it sold for pretty decent money if I remember right. But it was just a basic hat. You can even, that particular model you can't get anymore, I don't think, except for on eBay, and that could be why it sold. But yeah, it was just pretty basic and it did all right. Covered half the cart, if I remember right, got it in a cart. And then I found this Patagonia fanny pack type thing, which I might keep that and wear that, but it's worth about 40 bucks if I sell it. I just thought this was fun. This is in the package still. If I open this up, it's still there, and I just thought it was fun looking. I think it's Intellivision. I was gonna say Atari, but it's Intellivision. Little cartridge. It looks like an Atari cartridge, so it might be an Atari cartridge, which one of these days I want to get an Atari collection going just to look at on the shelf. I'll show this thing a little bit later. This thing here, I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe someone watching knows what it is. It's a signal generator, I know that, but I don't really know what you do with it. Up next, I have this listed for $45 right now. It was one of the things I got home and listed right away. Set that gently over there. I expect it to sell for 25 bucks. It's like a little Hansel and Gretel cuckoo clock type thing. It's pretty cool looking. This I'll show real quick to set it down. This sold for 30 already, and it doesn't even work. It, like, the screen comes on and there's lines, but it's sold it for parts, just to whoever wants to take on the challenge of getting it back to good, which there are people out there that love doing that. So that's pretty cool. Sold for 30 already. That's half the cart, so half the cart's already paid for. Let's see, what should I show next? That'll be easy. These guys I have listed for 125 right now. Some Danner boots. They were one of the good things that I came home and listed right away. They're in really great shape. Danner is a great boot to pick up. Set these guys out of the way. I'll show this guy real quick just to get him out of the way. He's a Dare Lion plush. He's got his little button saying don't do drugs, dare to resist. Pretty cool. Not worth a ton of money, but he's just one of those things that is fun to look at. Set him on the shelf, look at him for a bit, maybe sell him at a garage sale. Someone will really dig it. Got a Frisbee. I pick all the Frisbees up and I sell them in lots. If they're really something sought after, I sell them separately. It does happen that they're something that somebody really was looking for their collection. I got this all clad pan. Like I said, this is a pretty wide variety of stuff. This here will clean off no problem. Little cleaner on there, clean that up. We might want to keep this because this is like a nice little wok style pan. But if we sell it, $75 all day long. This guy is a brand that's pretty not really known for this style of bag, but it is Juicy Couture. And this is a weird bag. Not weird in like it's bad looking or anything, just weird in that brand never really, Juicy Couture never really does stuff like this, it seemed like. So when I picked it up, I thought, I'm going to take a chance on it in that it is so different that someone will notice that it is old and will like the style and appreciate that it is different from what they normally do or what they're known for doing, I guess, maybe. It's got the nice thick leather strap in really good shape. It's got the embroidery. That might be someone's initials. That might be someone had embroidery put on there for them. But anyways, it's just a nice, thick, heavy messenger bag that is Juicy Couture and is tangled up in this other thing right now. And I'm thinking I would like to get 25 for it, but I'll put it higher because I can't, unless I find one that isn't, like unless I find a reason it's not worth that or a little higher, then maybe I'll sell it at a garage sale. But I don't know. I feel like I couldn't find one like it. I think that it is a style messenger bag that people might like to have. The thing you never see by the brand that usually makes other styles of bags. And then I picked up this Land's End square rigger in really good shape. It's got somebody's initials on it, but even still, it'll sell for $20 at least. So we're already in pretty good profit for everything that's here. And then I'll just show this horse real quick since it's kind of the horse in the room. $5 I paid for it. They had a sticker on it, said $5, and I thought, this thing, it's a blow mold. There's people that really love blow molds, so it has value. I don't know how much value, but it's in amazing condition. The paint on it is super nice, all over the whole thing. And it's a ride. Like you hook springs up to this, and the springs stretch out to a stand that it goes on, and it's usually a metal stand. And then a kid can get on there and then bounce around. Feel like they're riding a horse, a little baby or a little toddler or whatever. And it's vintage and it's in great shape, and I only paid $5. I think I'm going to try to get $100 locally for it. It might sit around and then be a garage sale thing, but it's kind of fun just to look at. Again, it's like the hot dog machine. It's like for $5, take a chance. It's like some of these other big things that I have. Like I got pachinko machines over there. Sometimes you get such a good deal on stuff that you just pick it up and then it sits around and you know how much you spent on it, on this $5. And I know that if anybody offers me anything more than $20, I'm making good money off of it, you know, and chances are I make more than $20 on it. And it doesn't take up tons of space. It's fun to look at while it's around. And so it just is a no-brainer. When something's $5, I pick it up. Same thing with this guy. I'll just get this guy out of the way too. This guy was $10, and it just looks cool. Like if I want, if I wanted to have a stack of like electronic things that look cool, this would be a good start. And then just stack, the next thing on top of it. All the little knobs and lights and stuff that can come on, and needles and stuff. I plugged it in. It works great. Well, it powers on, I should say. I don't know that it works because I don't know exactly what it does. But everything seems to work really good. All the knobs and switches are in good working order. I have it listed for $225 right now on eBay. And that seems to be right around what things like this go for. There isn't, I'm the only one that has one on eBay right now of this model. And so, again, $10. If it goes for anything over 100, I make great money off of it. If it goes, more than that, I make even better money off of it. So, and it's not huge. You can see it's compared to a Game Boy or these things that I have on it, which aren't big. It's not a huge giant like stereo or whatever. It's relatively smaller on the electronic side. All I got to do is pack it up well and it'll ship easy, and the hardest part about this is making the box. And if I find a box that it fits perfect, then the hard part is even over. It's just making money. So that's good. Scoop it up, $5, scoop it up, $10, probably make $300 off of these guys. In between $200 and $300, I mean, I would bet on that. They're just cool things, and there's people out there that want them. I know for sure. The solds on this sort of thing, bunches and bunches of them. This one, not so much. You got to find the right person. The horse, you got to find the right person. And so I'll wait around for that right person, and I'll make good money off that horse. The rest of these things are kind of the things that I end up filling. See if I can try to get this out quietly. These are the things I end up, picking up one at a time and putting them in a bag. And as I go, like, this is fun. Lucas is going to love this little guy. He was just asking me if I found anything recently for him. We got a little, I think this is vintage. I'm not totally sure, but there's definitely vintage in here. These little guys are vintage. Found a few of those. This little guy, I don't know if he's vintage, but I looked him up. He's worth $20 just by himself. There's just fun stuff in here that I see in the rumbling around in the bottom of bins, and I pick them up. This little guy, I think, sells for between $5 and $10. It's easy to wrap up and ship. Just other fun little things for Tula and Lucas. Super cute little, I forget what those are called. Boy, we have a bunch of them, the bigger ones or whatever, and I can usually remember what they're called. Little Minecraft pieces. These guys, if you find them and pick them up and get a bunch of them, they're worth good money. Got a little droid to go in the broken toys section that I can maybe find some cool fun way to fix someday. And then this I won't open up, but I'll show it. It's a vintage Bakugan. Beyblade. Vintage Beyblade pieces in here. All the little metal guys. I forget what it's called, Metal Fusion or something. And then I got a Patagonia hat. Probably could have showed that with the clothes earlier, but that's alright. Little Patagonia beanie. I don't know, $10-$20 on that. Somewhere in between, $10-$20. This was fun to find. It came out in a bin, and it was in front of somebody else. And I waited politely to see if they were going to grab it, and they did not go for it. They went for something else. So I grabbed it. Had all the cords and stuff. Cords and controllers, they're in here somewhere. They're right here. Cords and controllers, and I'll be able to test it out, see if it works. If it works, it's worth more money. If it doesn't work, it's worth $25, $35. Just like it is. Parts and repair. This was kind of fun to find, just because I'm a little bit of a golf geek, I guess. Little mini golf bag, McGregor. It's like a store display type size, in amazing condition. I'll probably try and get $50 for it. But I'll enjoy it being on the shelf the entire time it's around. Just golf stuff reminds me of my grandpa, who was a great guy, who I loved very much. And so it's fun to find golf stuff. And then I think that's it for this one. I think that's it for quite a variety of stuff again. I do have the next video all racked up already in terms of things that I just got back from. I unloaded them out of my trunk last night. Got them all on a table right over here in the messy garage, and I will switch over this stuff, get the rest of this stuff that I can get listed, and then get the other new video stuff on this table and get it ready to shoot. Anything you see in this video, I'll have the link to my eBay in the description. And as far as the things that I said are already listed, if you want to buy those are already listed. You can go to the link in the description and go to my eBay store and see a few of those things that are already there. The Game Boy Advance things sold already, but the boots are still there. There's a couple other things that are in there that are already listed. If you're into that Wave Tech thing, go to eBay, check it out. There's pictures and stuff of it, and if you want to buy it, buy it. If you want to make an offer, that sort of thing. But as far as this video is done. I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, that's amazing. I know it's hard when you're not going on the journey with me. Some of the videos, people are going on the journey and they're like, oh, look at this thing I'm finding, and half their video is them walking around a place. And I enjoy showing you the good stuff, and these are all things that I will make money off of. And if you're into this to find out different things that you can make money off of, then I think there's value in watching my videos. So anyways, if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.